Okay, good morning. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. So this is the plan we're going to be working on. It has our easting and knotting. So this is our easting, this is our knotting. So we're going to start working on this right now. So I hope this is clear enough. Okay, so the first thing that you might need to do is to set up your format. So first things first, you can set up your text style to Romance if you've not already. So you change your text style to Romance, then it has to be in 1 meter for the height, and that's it for text. Then the next thing is to set up your point style. This is the point style that we're using, and it has to be in 1 unit. You set in absolute units. Then next thing is to set your units. The type is decimal, the angle type is degree, minutes and seconds. Then our unit to scale is in meters. It's always in meters. So that's for that. Then what else? You can line type can stay, you can do that later. So that's just for that. That's for that. Now going straight into the job that we're going to be working on today. So what I usually go for is points. This is points. Then you type in your easting and your knotting according to what is given to you by the surveyor, whatever that they get to you from the site. So I'm going to be starting with this one. Since it is closest to the road, it's going to be easy to locate. So I'm going to type in the easting and knotting. So it's 4 6 0 4 6 3. So since we are using 3 decimal places, I'm going to be adding 100. Let's say 100. Then comma to type in your knotting 2 4 7 7 5 7. I'm also going to be adding 3 decimal places, and I'll be using 314. Then you click on enter. Then you type in your next one, the next one, which is this one. So you're always moving in a clockwise manner. So I'm going to be typing in the next one, which is this one. 4 6 0 4 7 7, comma 2 4 7 7 5 5. So in this particular case, you'll notice that I did not add any decimal places, because I'm going to be using this first point as my main point. So every other one can be adjusted. So this is going to be my main point, and every other point can be adjusted. So I'm not going to be adding anything after typing in the figures, because they are going to be placed in 0.000 already. So you can continue, enter. Then the next one. So that's just basically what you are going to do. Type in all your easting, all your coordinates that you got from the site. So after you type in your knotting, you put comma, then you type in your easting, enter. And the last one, 4 6 0 4 5 5, comma 2 4 7 7 3 0, enter. Then I'll click on escape. So now we've gotten our 4 coordinates for this job. I've gotten our 4 coordinates. Now if you click on the points, you'll be able to see the coordinates down here. You're able to see the coordinate down here. So this is our first point, 460 463.100. Then our knotting 247757.314. This is what we're going to be using as our main point. This is what we're using as our main point. So from here we can now coordinate the rest. So what I'm going to do now is to get the length as given from the site. For me to get this 15.25 meters, what I'm going to be doing is I'll click on this circle. So if I click on circle, I'll come to this point that I'm using as my main first point. Click on it and spread it out. Right now my polar is on. That is down here. If you look closely, I on my polar tracking and object snap. So that way I'll be able to get the exact spot for the next point. Now if you notice, the length is showing me here is 14.259 at this next point from what it's gotten from the site. but the meters that is given is 15.25. So what I'm going to be doing is, since I've placed in my circle, I'm going to type in 15.25 and click enter. Now if you look closely, our point is here. If our line is here, that means it's going to be 15.25. So I'll click on line. I hope you can see it. I'll click on line. Oh dear Lord. Then place it at this first point, stretch it forth to this second point, then type in 15.25, enter, click on escape. Now we can move this point from here down to here. So this is now going to be our second point, and it's showing 460,478, and what was gotten from the site was 460,477. So usually there can be adjustments, there can be little errors and adjustments that are negligible. So we're going to be neglecting it, since the difference between the actual point, if it is stretched to 15.25, is not as much. So now we continue, click on circle again, then click on this second point, stretch it, type in your next length, which is 30.50 meters. So type that in, 30.50, enter. Then click on line is over here, click on line, click on the second point, stretch it to our third point, it's 30.096. So we type in 30.50, enter, click on escape. Now we move this point to this end point. We're putting our third coordinates as this. Now for our last point, to make it a lot easier, since this point is going to stay in place as we're using it as our main first point, we cannot adjust this. So instead of doing our circle to here, then from here to here, we are going to click on the circle, place it here, and since the length from this point to this point is supposed to be 30.5, we are going to do that now. Stretch for the circle, 30.50, enter. Now, so you understand what I'm trying to do, I'm going to clear out the circles that are not needed. We've done this part already, so delete, and we've done this one already, delete. So click on circle again, come to this point, stretch it, 15.25, enter. Where these two circles meet, which is here, is now going to be our last point. So click on line, stretch from here to where the lines meet the middle. If you look very closely, it's going to show you that it is 15.25 at the intersection. So you click on that. Our last point, which is this, is showing our 30.50. So you click on it and you click on escape. Now you can move this point from here and place it at the intersection here. So that is going to be at our last point. Then if you look closely, our coordinates is now showing 460,458. From what we have from the site, 460,455. Not very much of a difference, so it can be neglected. Now escape. You can now select the circles and delete it since they are no longer needed. Now we have our 4 coordinates already. So the next thing you're going to be doing is creating our existing road. Now to create an existing road, our existing road is usually in 30 feet, which is 9.0 or 9.1 meters. So since our road is showing up here where our 2 coordinates are, this one and this one, what you're going to be doing is now to click on modify. Sometimes this modify in some system, they appear on this side of the screen, the same way this one appears on this side of the screen. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but in my own case it does not. So I click on modify, click on offset. Now it will tell you to specify the offset distance. Then you type in the offset distance. What we usually do to put in road, you first of all offset 1 meters away from the main line, which is this. So you are going to be offsetting 1 meter away from this line. That's where your road is going to be starting from. So you type in 1, then you click on enter. Now you can click on the line that you're going to be offsetting, which is this one. Click on it and click outside, because the road is outside the land, so you click on outside. Now to offset again, you go to modify, click on offset. Now you are going to be typing in the length of the road, which is 30 feet, which is 9.1. So you click on offset and you type in your the offset distance, which is 9.1. Click on enter. Click on the main road, the main coordinated line, and you click outward. So this is now going to be acting as our road. Click on escape. Now, easy way to extend the road, which you notice is extended outward. To extend the road, you can either click on the line and stretch it out, or you can click on line, click and stretch it like outward where you would want the road to end. You do it for one side, click on this line, right click, copy selection, click on it, the line again, then place it on the other side, click on escape, go back to modify. You see extend, which is this one. Right click, click on the line, click on the line on this side as well, click on the line again on this side, then click on the line on this side again, click on escape. Then you can delete these lines, and that's it. Now what we use to draw these lines, where this line is this showing? Okay, we use this line. Now we're going to be deleting it so we can be able to get the area of this. We delete these lines, then our points are still there, so you can click on polyline. You click on polyline, then you can click on all the coordinated points that we've already done. And that is for that. Click on escape. Now if you click this, you can change the color to red, which is what we usually do here. So you click on this on top by layer, change it to red, and that's it for that. Click on escape. Now the easy way to get the area of this land is to click on our polyline, then type in LI. That's the shortcut. Click on enter. Now if you notice, all our points are there, the area is there, the length is there. So you can easily just come here and you see the area. You can copy it, and that just basically it, and paste it elsewhere. So that's for the area. Now that we're done with this, well, what is left to do now is to impute. To impute the length, to impute the beacon numbers, existing road, and the rest. Now usually what I will do, since we already have a format, on my system, is to copy the format. Or if you don't have a format already, you would now have to come to this corner at the bottom. You see this A. It's multi-line text. You click on it, come to the screen, and stretch it to whatever size you want, and you click, and now you can type in whatever you want to type in. Maybe you want to type in the length 15.25 meters. You can do that. You can change the color over here to red, because we usually use red. You can change the height, you can change the font, but since we did this already at the very beginning, no need to do that again. So that is for that. But in my own case, I already have the format, so I might not need to start writing or putting in the text all over again. So I have a format here already. Here is our system format. The job I'm doing now, I've already done it before, so this is it. So this is our format with our scaling and the rest. So now I just need to copy this, right click and stretch and select. So I'm moving it. The job we just did is up here, so let's see, let me place it up here first. So I just need to remove the things that are already there, select and remove them since I might not be needing them, and remove the points. Delete, and that is pretty much it. Now I can move it and place it inside the job I'm already doing. In other cases I might need to tweak it a little bit, that is move it a little bit, but in this case I've already done the job first, so I might not really need to do much. Okay, it's not fitting perfectly. Okay, so that is it. This blue line is to show our coordinated points. That is the points that we didn't change, that is constant in this job. So I'm trying to put this blue line in the middle of these points. Okay, move. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I think I made a mistake. You can go back if you make a mistake here to undo it. That's what I'm doing now. Move. Place it in the middle. Okay, so this is our coordinated points. These are coordinated points. Now, if you notice, I've typed in existing road, which is this. These are the beacon numbers. These are the beacon numbers. Now, these are points, coordinated points is what I placed here. So it has to be in the same line as this blue line. So you stretch a line all the way to the end, stretch a line all the way to the end on the both sides. So do this and this. And also you stretch it downward to do this. And you stretch it upward to do this as well. So these are the text. This is the area that we got by typing LI. And yeah, that's it. Okay, another thing to take note is to get the bearing and distance. Now what I did to get this bearing and distance was this sign on top. If you look closely, this says distance. So you click on that, place it on the first point there, stretch it to the next point. Remember, you always move in a clockwise manner. So if you notice, it's showing that this point to that point is 15.25. So you click on it and it's going to come up with this. Look at it closely. Angle in the XY axis is 99 degrees 27 minutes. So that's what I placed in here. So you do that for there. You do this, click on the distance again, do it for here, the downside, and also this other side. So that's basically all I did. Then now if you notice, this is on top of a line. So what I'm going to be doing is to break this line, so there'll be a gap, so this can be there alone. So what I'm going to click is modify. If you scroll down, you see break. You click on break. So then you click on the point, the line that you want to break, which is this line. Click on here, go to the other side, and you click on it. You see? So that's what it will basically do for you. Then you click on it again to break the other side, which is this side. Click on the line you want to break. Click on the end. Oh, sorry, I left my snap on. If your snap tracking is on, it's going to be frustrating when you're trying to break lines. So usually it's advisable to turn this object snapping off. So let's do that again. Modify, click on break, come to the line you want to break, click on it, click on the other end, and boom, you're done. Okay, now another thing you should take note of is in existing road, these lines are broken lines. They are dashed lines, while in proposed road, that is road that does not exist yet, road that is being proposed, you can leave the line like this. And another thing is, if it's a proposed land, this offsetting that we did for 1 meter here, from here to here 1 meter, it won't be necessary since there is no road already. So you won't need to offset it first. You can just directly offset it from here to the end in 9.0 meters. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So what I'm going to be doing now is to dash this line. Okay, so you go up here by layer. This is for your line type control. You click on it. Then my system already has this dashed here, but if it does not have it in your own system, you can click on others and the different lines will show up. Then you can click on your dashed. You understand? Okay, so I'm going to be doing that now. Click on the lines, click on here, click on dash. So that's it. You click on escape. So yes, that is pretty much it. That is all that you need to know for that. All right then, thank you.